Hey guys, so today I'm going to test a new exciting AI tool for learning chess, chessvia AI. It is an AI coach that helps you learn chess. It plays against you, adjusts the level according to your level, commentates on the game, and then analyzes it with you. So let's dive into this. I think it's going to be an interesting game against an AI. So this is the interface. Chessvia is the name of the website, but the bot is called Chessy. And once you want to play, you press play. And here's the previous game that we played, but it was not the highest level and I just won a piece, so I want to restart the game. So here, new game. You can choose the personality of chessy. It can be chess grandmaster chessy, somebody serious. It can be roasty chessy, it will roast you, and it can be a hustler chessy. I want to play against the chess hustler. Okay, and the difficulty, I will select the extreme one. I'll play with the white pieces, and you can also select an opening. You want to train, for example, what you play against the Sicilian defense. You can start with the Sicilian defense. Okay, let's start with this Sicilian. I press start new game, and let's see if I can survive against the all-powerful engine. Also, there is this button, the brain. You can see the brain at the center below Ask Chessy. If you press it, it will think best on its moves. I think it's available only with premium subscription, but you can play for free as well. It's just that it will not be the most powerful engine. So I'll play knight c3 here, which is my repertoire against the Sicilian, the close Sicilian defense. And I'm interested in how Chessy is going to trash talk me. Okay, about to make you an offer you can't refuse, it says. Okay, I can ask questions, by the way. What is the name of this opening line, and is it good for me? While it's thinking, I'll just go d4, which is the main move. This is the closest Sicilian, la 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 la, blah blah blah. It's a solid choice, evaluation. Oh, it's speaking.
And it's a solid choice for you, Greg.
It is.
The evaluation gives you a slight advantage, plus 0.38, so you're doing just fine. This line keeps things flexible.
Okay, I turn off the voice. Let me concentrate on the game. d4. This is the Magnus Sicilian. Takes, queen takes d4, and we are in the main line. I'll turn off the brain for it to play the best chess. It kicks me back. Queen d2 is the main move. Then b3, bishop b2. This is all theory. Not bad, Greg. Still losing. I'm gonna play a5. a5. I've never seen a5. a5 is in theory in one of the lines, in many of the lines, because I will castle alone. But to go a5 so prematurely, I don't think it's a good plan. But maybe I cannot use it actually, because my plan is b3, bishop b2, and a5 will come in handy. Okay, I'll play b3. Greg, you might have some game after all. I'm gonna play e5. e5 is... I'm not sure if it works well with a5. Probably the AI doesn't know theory, which is a good thing for me, because I can get a good position out of the opening, and then probably still the AI wins, but I can fight. Okay, bishop b2. What gives me hope is that it's playing some random moves. a4, what is this? What is a4? I'll just take with the knight. Is this like hustler style chess? I'm not casting queenside anymore, but I'm just taking the pawn, aren't I? Will it sacrifice the rook? Greg, you're full of surprises. Too bad it won't matter. I'm gonna play h6. No, this is not it. This is not it. I don't know why the hardest level is not hard enough. Maybe it's just teasing me now. What's the evaluation of this position? I can ask the AI coach. Let me ask the AI coach. What's the evaluation? I think it's +1 already. Maybe already +1.4. Okay, white's got a moderate advantage. 1.37 in my favor. Yes. Just what I told you, so I can guess the evaluation pretty well. Okay, your queenside is a little loose and you're behind in development. Am I? I'm not sure. I think it's the chess hustler speaking. It's not the objective AI speaking. I can just develop my pieces. I can just go bishop c4. putting pressure. My bishops are nice. Bishop f3. Okay, I can just kick it back. But then again, do I need to? Maybe I can just drop back with my knight, put the knight on d5 is one idea. But then knight d4 I don't really like. So maybe I go knight e2 first, preventing this. Okay, I'm clicking on the brain again for it to play better. And I'm going knight e2 because knight f3 he would have taken. It's an inaccuracy according to the engine, I don't know why. Knight c8, bishop c8, what is this move? What is it doing? What is it doing? It's like, it's disrespecting me. I'm just castling. I'm just castling and then going f4. The king is stuck in the center for black. Rook a5. An interesting maneuver. I'm not believing myself. Why is it playing? Why is it playing in such a way? This chess hustler is hustling too hard. Hustle hard. b5 would be a fork, but then I have bishop d5, so it's not even winning any material, because if the pawn takes my knight, I'm taking their knight. So maybe f4. If the king is in the center, I should play in the center. Why not? And then I'm already having some threats. Bishop takes f7 check. King takes f7. Queen takes f4 check. Looks nice. Do I need to do it? I'm not sure if I even need to do this, because I'm still very much better without any of those shenanigans. Rook takes f4 looks nice. Then probably knight f6, and then I can double. Yeah, I like it. Let me double. Let me double the rooks and maybe sacrifice on f6 next. d5, striking in the center. But your king is in the center. You should not do this. You should not strike in the center. Oh man, this is... I'm just taking this pawn. Right? There is nothing... Maybe I'll take with the bishop even to threaten this. I don't know what's better. Bishop takes, bishop e6, and then takes here with check. Or maybe d takes e5, e takes d5, but then the queen is pinned. But then the e file is opening. Yeah, I'll take with the pawn. Best move. Impressive, Greg, but can you do it again? I'm gonna play f5. f5 is such a move, such a bold move. Okay, I'm not checking from e4, but I can check from other squares. Queen e3, for example, looks good. Even, I don't know, d6 looks crushing. Queen e3 looks nice, but then queen e7. Maybe I can just play rook e1, adding another attacker into the game. That doesn't look too bad at all. And after bishop e7, for example, bishop e7, I can do some... I can take on g7, by the way. Everything is hanging in the position. So yeah, rook e1. Best move. Wow, I'm playing like an engine. Bishop b4. I missed this move, but at the very least I have this check. Also I have c3. So I have bishop here. And if takes, and g7 and the knight are hanging, maybe bishop c3 is accurate. Yeah, it's the best move, according to the engine. Greg, that move might save you. For now, I'm gonna play queen d6. Okay, queen d6, what does it even do? If I take here, it will take here. And then take with the bishop. So maybe, I can give a discover check, knight d4. Yeah, knight d4 discover check. Looks good. And then knight e5 probably, to avoid losing a piece. But I don't believe in this position. Then I have knight b5, for example. Yeah, let's go. Knight d4, discover check. I'm crushing. Knight g7, I'm just winning. I'm just winning a piece. What's going on? I'm winning against an AI. I'm just crushing. Okay, I'll take. Of course I'll take. I'm up a piece and all my pieces are participating in the attack. Okay, I can even, you know what? I can take here and if it takes my queen, I'll take here and queen, and the knight cannot take because the rook is pinning it. But if I take here, it can take here with check, but then I'll just take. So there's not a problem here. So I can take here. It will have to take like this. Do I need to go for this even? I'm completely winning anyway without helping it develop. I'll just take the bishop. Whatever. Ah, I forgot about the rook. I blundered the rook. Oh no. Okay, but I'm still probably winning because this is hanging. But then this will be hanging. Okay, maybe. I blundered. I got too careless because this engine was not playing too well. I can take here. And once it takes here... do I need to? No, I don't think. I don't think I do. Okay, I can take here. It will take here with check. I go king h1. And material is equal, but my opponent cannot castle and is in a horrible position. Dire straits, as they say. Also, what do I have? Well, I don't think that I need anything spectacular here. Rook takes e7 probably was possible with some mating attack, but I don't need it. Okay, king h1. And now b5. b5 is an interesting move. Probably avoiding this, but it's not gonna help my opponent. I'm going to go here, I think. And it will be a double threat of taking on e7 and taking on c8. So the only move for black would be queen d8. And then I can just exchange and go into a winning endgame. Maybe I have something even better, but... maybe I have queen c7, queen d8, and then the rook takes e7 check. And if queen takes, then queen takes here. Okay, queen c7. I think I'm going queen c7. Very nice move. I'm not sure if black has any defense here. Queen d8, rook e7. It's just crushing. Okay, queen e3 probably prolongs the agony, but this is just hopeless. This is just hopeless. Let me ask Chessy, what's the evaluation of the position? I'm just curious how winning I am. Like plus 10 already? Because I'm just taking the queen, obviously. Okay, I'm plus 6 here. This is a total mugging. You're ahead by 2 pawns and black's queen is about to get snapped off the board. Okay, sure, I won't let my foot off the gas. I think it will be checkmate in a couple of moves. Yes, it's checkmate in 1. Okay guys, so I decided to come back on the next day and try to play another game against Chessy. And actually I looked at the settings a little bit and I found that you can not only choose the adaptive difficulty, like same level as me, harder than me, way harder than me, but you can also choose the ELO level, and the highest one is 1900. So that's why on the first try I was not too impressed, because they don't have the strongest engines, but they have the engines that play like humans. That's the advantage to their AI coach, and I think it's good for many people. Let's choose the way harder than me setting, and let me play with the black pieces this time. And let's start. Okay, e4. I'll go g6. I'll go with the modern defense. Let's see what the opponent will do. Will the opponent crush me? Okay, c3. c3 is unusual. I think d5, by the way, might be good here, because he will no longer have knight c3 to attack me. I'll go d5. The queen can go out early. Okay, d3. Very interesting opening choice. Okay, I'll go into an endgame. Why not? I'll try to outplay my opponent in the endgame. Maybe it's actually good for white, because the king will be on c2, feeling comfortable. But I'm not convinced that it's very good. So I have this plan, for example. My pieces are active. I will castle. The pawn is hanging right now. Chessy defends it. Maybe I'll go here just to make my opponent's king stay in the center. So Yeah, now the rooks are miscoordinated. The problem is not that the king is in the center per se, because, well, I won't be able to checkmate it probably without the queens on the board. But the problem is the coordination of rooks, or rather, or lack thereof. I will castle in this position. Knight d4, knight d4. Okay, chessy doesn't know openings too well, or maybe g6 is like not a very theoretical opening, that's why I did not know it. Or maybe it's all theory, I don't know actually, but it doesn't look too impressive to me. But now the plan of chessy is to go to b5 and attack this weak pawn of mine, and actually it might be unpleasant, so I'll go a6. Go a6 to later challenge it with c5. c5. Okay, knight b3. Knight b3 attacks this pawn. If I go b6, a5 might be unpleasant. So what else do I have? This is possible. Maybe, well, I don't love it actually. Maybe I rushed a little bit with this c5 move. Okay, I'll go knight d7 and then b6, bishop b7. Okay, now I start seeing that my opponent is a good player, actually squeezing me positionally, squeezing me with a5. And if I go here, my opponent will take en passant. Maybe I'll still do it, because why not? Or what do I have? What else do I have? I don't have much here, so I think I'll still do it, but then I'll have to give up the c5 pawn. Don't like it. Maybe a rook b8, then here, and then take with the rook. Let's try it. Oh, it's the best move, actually. By the process of elimination, I found it. Okay, h3. Should I go to f6 or e5? If I go to e5, f4 comes. And then I drop back. And if I go to f6, I don't see anything wrong with going to f6, actually. And this one will maybe go to e5. Okay, I'll go to 6. Best move according to the engine. Wow. King d1. So now, again, this is the problem in white's position. The king has to spend some time to coordinate the rooks, to connect them. Okay, b5 looks logical. I have to untangle somehow. I have to untangle because I want to be able to free my knight from the defense of the c5 square, and then go knight here, and then develop this bishop. Or maybe put it on b7. Okay, let's go b5. Excellent. I like being praised by the engine. Okay, rook b6, it seems like the only sensible move. This is protected twice and attacked twice, so I have to be cognizant of the fact that this is a weak pawn, and also this is a weak pawn, so I've made some concessions with my position, but now I can free my pieces at least. Bishop b7 looks the most logical move, I think. Putting pressure on e4, f3, very good play. My opponent started playing very well now, so I feel now that this is a strong engine, not some noob. Okay, my opponent is asking some questions of me, but I don't want to answer them. Let's just concentrate on the game. This is some serious game. My opponent probably will go here and create some unpleasantries for me. Maybe I can go knight e5, but then this pawn will be hanging, so maybe first I should go here. And after knight c4, I don't like my position. Rook e6 maybe, and then knight e5. I would have preferred white here, honestly. Maybe I can go here and trade the dark squared bishop, at least. But then this will be unpleasant. And I'm losing material apparently. So it's not what I want. I really don't like knight e4, knight c4, but apparently I cannot stop it. Maybe, what do I do? Maybe I go here, and after knight c4, I go here, and after here I go here, but then takes, and a6 is hanging. I really don't like this. Okay, I'll try to find some move. Give me a sec. Rook b8. Knight here, rook here. Looks very clumsy, but for the time being everything is protected, isn't it? Okay, let's do it. Excellent. According to the engine, knight a5, knight a5, putting pressure here, still knight c4 is on the cards. Now I can at least go bishop c8, I think. Because this bishop is blunted by those pawns. It's so much blunted, like a blunt. Like my opponent has rolled a blunt, and this bishop smoked it, and now it's just looking into the wall and not realizing what's going on. Okay, knight x b7 actually is a threat, so I have to do something about this bishop. Probably I'll just drop it back here, because the bishop is necessary here to protect this weakness. g4, taking more space. Maybe it's logical. Maybe h5 at least. Inaccuracy. Okay, why is it an inaccuracy? I hope it's not too horrible. Knight here. What do I do? I think this is the square that I need to go to. Best, yeah. g5, kicking my knight. Now I wanted to do something like this, or maybe like this. That's what I'll do. My rook is very clumsy. h4, I'm not so sure about this move, but bishop h3 is a threat. So, which is why I need to do something, I need to act. My rook is stuck. If I go here, maybe my rook will get unstuck. Otherwise, my rook has no squares. So maybe I have to do this, but this is not a happy choice. Of course it is not. Or maybe I can sacrifice my rook for some counterplay, for sacrifice and exchange. Takes. Actually, that's what I have. Here, and if here, then here, and if here, then here. So that's one thing. So after knight e5, bishop h3, knight a c4, he will have to take, and then we'll have the c6 square. But then he'll take here, and then I'll take here, and I'm not losing anything. So this seems like a plan. Excellent. Thank you, chessy. Oh man, chessy is pinning me all the way. I'm pinned, and it's not looking good. Okay, what if I give up the exchange here? Give it a check. And take here. And try claiming compensation. It's not very convincing. It's not. But otherwise, this is coming. And I don't really see a way to stop this. But if I take here, here, double attack, he'll have to take this, or maybe with the knight, and I'll take on b8. Well, I'll try. I think I don't have anything better. Oh, he even does this. Very nice, very nice. Chessy is outplaying me completely. Two of my rooks are hanging now. Well, I think that the dark squared bishop for him is probably stronger, so I guess I can go here and exchange like this, and then pray that somehow I survive this. Or alternatively, I can go here. If he takes, he makes my pawn structure better, and if he takes here, I'll activate the bishop. And his knight will not be too impressive, but yeah, his knight will be okay. Here, creating pressure, so... but at least I'll have the b3 square. So maybe rook b5 is not that bad. Or maybe it is. Which bishop do I need? Which bishop do I take? Takes. Or maybe just this, preserving some material on the board. Activating my pieces. And if here... But then I don't like the fact that I'm losing this pawn as well. Not very good. Not very good. So my bishop has to stay here, I guess. Or I can go here, preventing him from going knight c6. Go here, and once he takes, go here. Yeah, let's do that. Excellent. Okay, he's not taken. He's not taken, instead he's... Wow, this is very sophisticated play by my opponent. Very sophisticated. What do I do now? I'm busted. I'm probably busted. His bishops are very active. His knight is great. All his pieces are great. The only thing that I have for me going is that the material is still equal, but he will take this. And my rook doesn't have good squares. This. So... what to do? Go here. Take. Bishop c5. I don't like it. Not too impressive. I can go here. Take, and he'll take on c5. What's the evaluation of the position, by the way? Let me ask Chessy. I'm interested if I'm lost already. That's powerful. So, you know, here, probably the position was close to equal. Well, at least here. But then, slowly my opponent just completely outplayed me, and I'm losing. I'm completely lost. So, okay, let me finish the game, at least. I'll try to do at least something. Maybe go here. At least not give him any pawns. I don't want to give him pawns. But he wants to take them. But I don't want to give them. If I go here, bishop b6. Right? Okay. And here and here. And somehow he'll win the second exchange. Right? He's not even going bishop c6. f4. Just piling up the pressure. Very annoying stuff by my opponent. Okay, let's try developing. Bishop c6 is just winning my exchange, but the opponent is not in a rush to do that. The opponent knows that it's winning no matter what he does, or she, or it, I don't know. What's the gender of this engine? e5 maybe? To go for glory? Then something like this will happen. And yeah, somehow it's definitely losing. Maybe I can go... I cannot go here because this pawn will fall. Everything will fall. And maybe I can at least go here, but then takes, and takes. And I'm down another pawn. So I don't really see how I can create any counterplay. Okay, let me go for glory. Let me go e5. Rook c5. Wow, another nice move. So I'm completely paralyzed. This pawn will just get lost. Okay, let me just take this pawn. b3. Wow, what a move. I don't understand it, but it's probably very good. So, I guess I have to take. And now... maybe it started playing worse because it's adapted to my strengths. It's like... This opponent is too weak for me. Okay, e5 is now a threat, because this is protected by the knight, so I have to do something about that. This is one of the options. And then this comes. Well, at least it's somewhat playable. Mistake? Why? Ah, rook c6. I just missed this move completely. And now I'm tied down completely. And if I take here, hoping for this and this, he will not take on e4. He will take on c8 with check first. So I have to give up another exchange, probably. And now, if I take... He has this, even, which is more than enough, I guess. But my knight is hanging. Okay, let's play till the end. Takes. This is weird. He just wants to take the pawn, apparently, but... Okay. At least I have this. Some threats, but... Threats don't work out. Somehow. If I take here... You can even take here, I guess. And it's probably winning, but maybe I go f3, takes f2. Some tricks. There are some tricks in this position. And if he takes like this, takes f2, bishop d3 or bishop g2. My cat came to me. His name is Kulibak. Hi Kulibak. I'm losing, unfortunately. Did you know I have 4 cats? We are currently, by the way, helping the 5th one, so maybe we will have 5 cats, me and my girlfriend. We are animal activists, almost. Okay, knight g3. Take with the knight, okay, check, I have to go here. Well, at least I have, what do I have? I have a bishop and a knight for 2 rooks, so I'm down material, but I have some pawns, so maybe I have some chances, actually. Rook d4. Okay, so the engine started playing worse because I'm playing worse and it's adapting. So I have some practical chances. I can push f3, f3, f2. And if takes, and rook f1, for example, there is this threat. So I'm really feeling comfortable now. Well, probably I'm still losing. f3, rook here, for example, but at least I'm not immediately lost. Okay, let's push f3. Do I have something here like this? This bishop is pinned. This rook is attacked. So if this, probably he'll go here and I'll take here. But then he'll take here. And if takes, then takes here. And if takes, then takes here and he's up rook. So he, she, it, I don't know. The gender, I don't want to misgender the engine. Bishop g4 looks also interesting. Rook here. And then knight f5. With the idea of pushing f2. Bishop g4, rook here, knight f5. Preventing also rook e7. So bishop g4, let me calculate. Rook f7, knight f5. If takes, I take with check. That's important. Probably it's still lost. He can just sack the rook on f5, takes, and go rook here and then win this. But most likely it's still losing. I'm down 2 exchanges. 2 exchanges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I have 2 extra pawns, but I'm down 2 exchanges, so I'm down material. Okay, let's try. At least I have some chances of complicating the position after bishop g4, I think. Rook f7, logical. Now knight here. Takes. And I can take with the pawn. Yeah, because if I take with the bishop, again, that's what I was calculating. I told you, take. You can take like this, rook f5, take and go rook here and win this pawn. And he will have a rook for a bishop, and this pawn will be lost for me, and this one will promote, so it's winning. That's why probably knight f5, if he takes with the bishop, I'll take with the pawn. And I'll have 2 bishops for 2 rooks, and I have this idea. So if he goes, for example, takes, rook e7, I have f2 suddenly. And he can, of course, give me a perpetual check, but this pawn will queen otherwise. So he'll have to do something else. Probably, of course, it's still winning. He can just walk the king towards here, I guess, but let's try. Let's try knight f5. And let's take with the pawn. As I said. Oh yes, he'll just walk the king. That's annoying. Like, I was hoping I could create some counterplay here. F2, rook f1. I have nothing. I have nothing, otherwise he'll just go here. Maybe not now, he'll first walk the king here and then infiltrate, because if he goes here, right here, then this happens and the bishop is cutting off the king. Do I have some tricks here? If I go here, for example, wanted to go f2. I go here and he goes here. I don't even have this move because this is pinned. So maybe I can go here or here. That would be funny, by the way. King g6, rook e7, and I will be mated. f2, rook g7, checkmate. Nice, right? So that is nice. Nice ways to end this game. Apparently I'm losing no matter what. Okay, let me go king g8. Let's see what the engine does. The engine can even take. g6 is good enough as well, I guess. Now this is threatened, and this will be a mate. So I don't have anything. Unfortunately, it seems that I am losing this game. Okay, let's play f2. Okay, it's giving me some chances. Really? Rook h1. It's giving me some chances. Why didn't it checkmate me? It's playing with its food. Really? I can go here. I can go here. If takes, I queen. So after this, my opponent will have to go here, and then I'll queen, we trade, and I take on c3, and suddenly I have some chances of drawing this game. Okay, let's do it. Wow, what a gift by the engine. What a gift. Suddenly it might, well, probably it's still losing if the engine plays precise moves, but I don't believe I can draw this, but still I'm very lucky to have survived so long. a5, a4, a3 will not be in time, unfortunately, for anything like this. Maybe I can go something like this, and if there's this, but then this. And then this, there's this. Still losing, probably. But I'm not sure. Sometimes those endgames, if there is just one flank pawn and rook against a king, and the color of the bishop is... the color of the queen and of the pawn is the color of the bishop, it's a draw, if I'm not mistaken. So Gukesh played a game against Alireza in one of the Grand Chess Tour events where they encountered this exact endgame. And I think it was, just as I told you, a draw. So bishop e5. The idea is bishop g3. Of course, he can go here, and that will be unpleasant. But if he takes, I will have this. And if he goes here, I have this. And he has no way of defending the g6 pawn without losing touch of the h6 pawn. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Takes here. Okay, he does this, but it's similar, I guess. Takes here. But with the g pawn, it may be winning for white instead of the h pawn. With the h pawn, it's maybe a draw. Okay, still I have some chances, I think. I can go here and, I don't know, try pushing the pawn. It will hardly work, but we can pretend. Okay, he's not taking the pawn, then I can push my pawn. Maybe I'll get checkmated still, but probably he wants to checkmate me like this. And I don't have this check on c3, but I will have the check from h4. Right? I will have the check from h4. So maybe I'm drawing this game, actually. Okay. I'm not sure that the engine is doing what's necessary in this position. Am I not just queening this pawn? Well, probably there is a perpetual check. Ah, no. There is rook here, and I'm not queening anything. I almost fell for it. Okay, h2, rook d7. Nice trap. And then rook h7, and the pawn is stopped. But still, okay, I'll go bishop here. He'll go here. And I'll go a5. But then he'll go just here. And then g7 and rook h8 mate. That's the plan. Maybe I should just go here. Put the bishop here. And just wait. And try to say that this is a draw. Even without the a and h pawns. But is it a draw? He'll have checkmating attacks if I hold on to this pawn. So maybe I will need to prioritize my king and not some other things. Let's push the pawn. Whoops! Now, am I losing? h2, king here, threatening checkmate. I go here, and he can go like rook a7, for example, threatening this. But then, queen, and I'm stopping, so it's a trap. But maybe I have this, by the way, king h7. So, okay, this probably h2, king g6 line is probably losing, because if I queen h, get checkmated. Okay, h2, king g6, if I go bishop before, or no, not bishop before, bishop h4, trying to stop this, then he has, let's say, rook c7. Not rook a7, because the queen will stop checkmate from there, but rook c7 works just fine. So h2, king g6, bishop here, rook here. And this is unstoppable, and it seems to be a checkmate. So king h7, I think, is forced here. Yeah, it's best. But then he has this plan. Wait a second. He wants to go here. h2, he wants to go here. And still his... But what if I go here now? If he goes here, I'll take. And I'll make a draw. Wait a second, I'm drawing this game. Or am I not? Without the pawns, it's a draw. Because I'm in the corner of the correct color. If I'm in that corner, it's lost. If I'm in that corner, it's lost, I think. Or, I'm in the wrong color. I'm in the wrong corner. You should be in the corner of the opposite color of your bishop, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, please write in the comment if you know your endgames. My brain is a little bit fried, I'm confused. So, okay, this is threatened, obviously. And if my bishop moves anywhere like here, this will be a checkmate. So there is no way for me to proceed from there. So the only way for me to do something is bishop h6. He will take. And then this is almost a stalemate, with the exception of king h8 and pawn push. I'll push the pawn. Only logical move that I have. Yes, he has this. Next, he'll take the pawn. But in the meantime, I need to figure out which corner I need to run to. So if I'm in that corner, apparently it's a draw, or that corner. Because then I'll stand on, for example, h1. The bishop will stand on h2. And, for example, his king goes here, let's say, right? And his rook goes anywhere. My bishop is here on h2. And my king is there on h1. And his king on, let's say, f2. And if he goes rook h3, this pawn is no longer there. He has taken it. If he goes rook h3, it's a stalemate. So that's the trick. I need to run to that corner, or that corner. But he will not allow probably me to go there. Most likely I'll lose because I won't be able to fulfill my dream of going to that corner. But still, I can I can hope for the best. I'll go here, and I'll run. I'll run. Run like in the Radiohead song, Creep. Okay, he's not allowing me to run any longer. And now it's a matter of technique. Something like this will happen probably. And then I block, and then he'll go something like this, and I have just one legal move this, and the bishop will get taken. This is how you win those endgames. Let's see if the engine demonstrates this. Blunder. Is it a blunder? Why is it a blunder? I don't know. Maybe it was a draw? Endgames are tough. Again blunder? What? I thought I'm losing no matter what. Let me think. Maybe I have some chances. But I don't believe in my chances. What if I go here? Bishop f4. Rook f4. So the plan of the engine should be something like this, and this with bishop h4, rook here. So I should not allow that. I should try running. Okay. But the engine is not finding the right plan, apparently. If I go here, it will go here probably, right? So I'll need to go here, disallowing any of those tricks. And I think I can go here. Blunder? Why? I will not have any squares left at some point. Or maybe I will. Okay, now I can run. Maybe I can survive. The engine is not merciless with me. I can survive. I think I can survive. Guys, I can survive. I will survive. Hey. I will survive. Now this is a draw. Bishop g1. I don't have to do anything. It's a draw. It's a stalemate. The engine was too kind. It's a draw. I don't have to do anything. The only trap is this, and it will be a checkmate. So I cannot allow that, of course. But instead, I can just give a check. And now this is a threat, but then I'll just go here, so it's not really a threat. I can go here. Well, somehow the engine says it's an inaccuracy, but it's not. I'm drawing this game, guys. Rook here, I block, and it will be a stalemate. I don't have any legal moves. Yeah. Now, this is a threat, so probably I should just keep checking. Very instructive endgame, guys. Don't you think? I'm drawing this game. There is no way forward. Draw by threefold repetition. I drew that engine. I really drew this engine. Let's review this game. Was I losing? Okay. I navigated the queenless middle game, blah blah blah. Okay, we both played not too well. This was actually like normal, but black is a little bit better, so the engine didn't know the opening, but not better, it's equal on higher depth. Apparently here white is just equal. I should have gone b6. I didn't like a5, but apparently I should have gone for this. Now I'm significantly worse here. And here my opponent started playing just brilliant chess. Knight a5, knight c4. It's +2 already. +3 here. Yeah, almost +4. And around here is where I at least took a pawn and I got this passed pawn. And this is exactly the reason why you shouldn't play in too relaxed a manner when you are winning. You should prevent any counterplay. That's the main thing that you should do in such positions. And my opponent did not prevent my counterplay. It was completely unforced. My opponent should not have given me this even. So here, still completely winning for my opponent. But suddenly, what could I have done here? Rook here? Or what? Rook b7. Oh no, it was just a glitch. Of course, it's like I didn't have anything. It was just a glitch. And here, bishop e5 was thrown. Somehow I didn't think of this move. Holding everything together and yeah, maybe still lost, but rook b6, that sacrifice, somehow bishop c4, why? White can just take, and after this go here, for example, and probably it's +5, and now it's +2, and I have some counterplay. Knight g3, check, rook b4, f3, rook f4, here, still losing of course, but I'm finding some resources. And here, g6, f2, mate in 2 is what my opponent somehow missed. Easily winning. And now, what did I have as well? Bishop h3, yes, it's best. The evil bar is glitching a little bit. And here, apparently it's still losing, but for some reason my opponent gave me some hope. Oops. And now, h2, king here. Wait a second, h2, king here. Why is this not winning? Yeah, it's again a glitch. It's winning for white. So here, still a win. But the mistake of my engine was to allow me to go there. And then it became a draw. Tricky endgame. Very instructive game. Second game, I loved it. Chessy got very much stronger. So guys, check out Chessy using my links in the video description. I made this video jointly with those guys. They asked for my honest review, and I can give you that sometimes it's glitching. It happens. But most of the time, it really does play like a human. It makes mistakes, and it's better than playing against Stockfish without any chances. You have some chances. And there are some instructive moments in those games. And actually, it adapts to your level. So try it. I have promo codes. Mustreader 30 for a 30% discount off an annual subscription. And Mustreader 50 for a monthly discount. Monthly subscription discount. But you can also try chessvia for free. Playing against Chessy for free. Check it out and write your opinion in the comment. See you in the next one. Bye bye.